Hey, what's up guys? On the last video I forgot to explain why I was switching out the Prelude for the Del Sol, and that's because about maybe a month ago, maybe just over a month, the Del Sol AC has gone out, and its compressor that has gone out. And so I estimated roughly with buying the compressor, flushing the lines, putting in the Freon, doing everything myself, just in parts, I'm looking around $350. And I do not want to spend $350 on a D16 Y8, you know. And it's because I plan on swapping out the engine within a year. And so that's $350 that could be applied to buying another engine for the Del Sol. And so that's why I'm swapping it out. Also, having the Del Sol sit and not be a daily gives me the opportunity to do bigger work on it that takes more than just a day, that maybe takes up to 2 weeks. And also, while working on it, if things come up, it gives me time for more planning, or if I have to order parts while I'm working on it. So let's do a walk around and check out the Prelude and get familiar with it. Alright, so here's the Prelude. As I said before, it is a 95 Prelude SC model. I'm going to try to explain everything as best as I can, and I might be forgetting some things, but I'm going to explain. Alright, so first off, on the rear bumper, I got the Accord, hold on, this gets in the way. I got the Accord 3-piece rear lip. Got the SC model spoiler, of course, with the third brake light. The third brake light does not work. I believe it needs a new light bar. Let me see. So open up the trunk. I haven't cleaned this car or anything, so I still got junk in it, and it's still dirty. So this is actually a LSX carbureted intake, which is for sale. The trunk does leak some water, as you can see, and I have the grommet, this one loose, just so the water comes out. But after this video, I'll probably get that little bit of water out. It did rain maybe a few hours ago. But I did spray the trunk with Rust-Oleum flat black paint, and that's because it had some surface rust going on, and so I sprayed that up. I also deleted the antenna. I still got the grommet right here. I just put some JB weld on it and plugged it up, but the motor's gone. And let me see, what else? Got LEDs in the license plate, which I will replace with some white ones. Those are like the cool blue ones. What else? The tint is all bubbled up, messed up. Matching SC wheels on all four. The side skirts are from the Accord. Those are from the Accord. Oh, 5th generation Prelude glass sunroof, complete with the slider. Everything is functional. Alright, let's go to the door panel right here. Got some pretty mint door panels with the VTEC leather inserts, which comes with the SC models. And on the lower halves, if you guys been in a Prelude or seen a Prelude, they usually have carpet on the bottom right here, but the base models come with the plastic bottom half. And so I found those at the junkyard and I put them on. As well on the other side, yes, I know that speaker, the speaker cover is broken. Let's move to the dash. Like I said, replace the airbags. This steering wheel, when I first bought the car, the plastic up here was all cracked up, but it was still holding together. The last time I drove this car, it finally just broke apart. And so I'm gonna have to do something about that. The lights on the climate control actually don't work, which I will be fixing. Got a Pioneer radio, which obviously the face is not on it right now. The gauges do work. Let me go ahead and show you guys. So they do work. On the body, it has 178,000 miles. OEM shift knob and shift boot. OEM floor mats. And see what I said about the carpet? It doesn't look correct. The correct color would be ebony. This is like a grayish, greenish. I don't know, but it does the job for now. Got a working cup holder. If you guys have a Prelude with the 95 center console, y'all know what I'm talking about with the working cup holder. Those are hard to find, and if you do find them, people want about $100 just for a cup holder. This armrest I got from the junkyard was already leather wrapped, so it's pretty soft. What else? Sun visors, pretty clean, as clean as they come. The working slider on the sunroof. Like I said, the sunroof does work. LED dome light. Some pretty mint driver and passenger seats. Oh, one thing I forgot about the sunroof. With the 5th generation sunroof, the assembly is, the frame of the sunroof is actually longer than the 4th generation. The 4th generation. And so I had to cut a hole just to make it fit the plastic. And but I will be fixing that so you can't see the motor. Let's go to the rear seats. Got the OEM floor mats in the rear as well as the other side. Leather seats. Also the VTEC inserts that come with the ST model. These are some JDM parts which you guys will be seeing later on throughout the episodes. And some aftermarket speakers back there, which I blew one of them. But you guys know me. I will be putting some top quality speakers in there. And I believe, the computer, the ECU is a P28 chipped for the H22 on an EEPROM. VTEC engagement is about 3,500, I believe. And two-step is at 3,000, which is pretty high because I spin out a lot. And but for now, it does the job. Let's move on to the front. The radiator support is smashed. I do have another one in the backyard here, which I will replace it with so I could have a straight front end. It is a little bit crooked, as you could tell, but it does the job of holding headlights and everything together. So let's get started on the motor. So I don't have the hood, the rod to hold up the hood. So I just use these little pistons right here. So let's get started. So I took out the fans because they weren't working, and so there's no use of them being in there if they're not working. And so I took those out. I haven't had a problem with it overheating at all. But if you do sit in traffic, the temperature does rise, but it has never overheated on me. Power steering delete, as well as the lines have been deleted, and I took apart the rack and converted it to a manual rack, so no power steering. Let's see what else. Cruise control does not work. I will probably be deleting the cruise control to give it a cleaner engine bay look. The headers, I believe these are the stock headers. Everyone tells me they're aftermarket, but I haven't seen anything on them that tells me otherwise. So as far as I know, they are stock. The downpipe, the H23 downpipe does not mate up right with the H22. So I have a leak right here where it connects with the downpipe, and I have leaks as well on the piping, the exhaust piping as well. Let's see. I'm utilizing the H23 coil pack. Let's get a shot. H22A, just so you guys know, it is JDM. And the transmission is a P2A5 transmission, which is the Accord transmission, which has longer gearing. And the clutch is a Exedi Stage 2 clutch with a resurfaced stock flywheel. I just bought this battery just so I could start running this car. Stock intake, I deleted the lower resonator box, so it's wide open intake. Oh man, there's a wasp. So over here we have the fuel pressure gauge. It's a liquid filled gauge. Got the S2000 throttle body with the FITV delete. The FITV is the fast idle throttle valve. So when you start up the car, cold starts, it throws up the RPMs a little bit higher, like 1500, to warm up the engine. And so with the S2000 throttle body, I had to delete it, and so I don't have that. It also, not having it helps to keep cool air in the intake, because the little throttle valve, coolant would run through it, and it was attached to the bottom of the throttle body, so it'd heat up the throttle body, and as air passes, it kind of heats up the air. So without having it, I get cooler temperatures into the intake. If you don't believe me, you guys could look it up. Alright, so got a Golden Eagle fuel rail right here. As you can see, it's all dirty though. Got the stock rated, but they're RC injectors. All four came with the engine. Got the EGR delete, as you can see right there. That's the blocks EGR delete plate. Fuel pressure regulator, no name on that one. It also came with the engine. On the intake itself, they have secondary butterflies, and I stuck those butterflies wide open, and so I get more air in the intake. Normally what it does, so it'll be like 6, is it 6? Yeah, 6 ports, right? It'll be like 3, and the back 3 would be closed. I believe it's the back 3, I don't really remember. The back 3 would be closed, and so at lower RPMs and stuff, just 3 will be open to give you more like fuel economy, and stuff, you know. And so with the other 3 open, it's all just allowing all air to go through. And also having a P28 does not recognize secondary butterfly valves, and so without it recognizing it, it would never tell it to open. So I have stuck them open because of that. I have replaced the clutch master cylinder, replaced the brake master cylinder, but like I told you, the clutch hose is actually leaking, so that's something I'll be fixing pretty soon. The engine, I painted the valve cover myself. Billet oil cap, H23 tensioner. What else? And that's about it really for the engine. I'm trying to think of something else. Oh, something little. Just a blocks cam seal. Look, that gold right there, that's a cam seal. I believe that's it for the engine. Oh, I also showed on the last video a picture of my oil pan. I painted my oil pan. You can see it right there, flat red. I painted it like years back when I was doing the engine swap. Well, actually the clutch. And I thought it'd be pretty cool, so I just did it. I've never seen anyone paint their oil pans. What else? Well, yeah, that's pretty much it for the Prelude. Like I said, I'm switching this one out for the Del Sol. Del Sol AC has gone out, and the main reason I was driving the Del Sol was because it had AC. And so now, might as well bring out the Prelude. Alright guys, I hope you guys liked this video, and hope I got y'all familiar with the car, and time to do some mods. See you on the next episode, guys.